Good evening and good night, my ghouls and my delicious goblins. I'm Taylor, your casual crypt keeper, and I've got something for you today. Today, we are going to be taking a look through history as we take a look at some of the strangest, most secretive societies, cliques, and gangs you've probably never even heard of. Get ready for the top 5 disturbing secret societies that concealed themselves away from the public. Now you let me know down below if you learned something from this video, and if you did, want to drop a like and a comment. If you knew all these secret societies already and you can't be stumped, well, how about you tell me about a secret society I missed out on this video? It won't be such a secret anymore, but we'll all have learned together. Now let's dive into it. Number 5, the Bilderberg meeting. Starting us off today, we are going to be talking about the uber secretive Bilderberg meeting. Now this one is a little bit of a cheat because technically it's not really a society, but it refers to an annual gathering that definitely happens without any of us knowing, in secrecy, and involves a lot of key profile VIPs, so I'd say it qualifies. The first Bilderberg meeting dates all the way back to 1954 and was held at the Hotel de Bilderberg in the Netherlands, which is where the group has taken its name since. Convened by Prince Bernhard, the gathering was a collection of powerful politicians from North America and Europe, designed to foster warmer relations between the two continents among fear of growing anti-American sentiment in Europe. In layman's terms, the Bilderberg meeting is an annual meeting where high-ranking politicians agree to not start World War III just yet. Just not just yet. They'll do it eventually, but keep things cool for now. Now, because of this, the Bilderberg meeting has quite the guest list. It's a veritable who's who. Bill Clinton, Margaret Thatcher, Angela Merkel, Tony Blair, Henry Kissinger, Pete Davidson, to name a few. Now, what happens in these meetings is anyone's guess, as they're wrapped in complete and utter secrecy. The minutes are never released, and journalists are barred from reporting on it at all. In fact, I would not be surprised if this video was the first time you've ever even heard of this. The secrecy definitely paves the way for rumors, with the belief that the Bilderberg meeting is an extension of the Illuminati, with the members being part of the New World Order, conspiring to control the world behind the scenes. Now, the official website for the Bilderberg meeting maintains, thanks to the private nature of the meeting, the participants take part as individuals rather than in any official capacity, and hence are not bound by the conventions of their office or by positions, which definitely makes things more suspicious. We'll get to the bottom of this, I'm sure. But if you're looking for more conspiracies, well, Top 5 Scary has all of that and then some. We've got loads of things on secret societies, ghosts, ghouls, goblins, aliens, UFOs. If it's freaking you out, we've got a video or two on it, I promise you that. So hit subscribe, please do me a little favor and ring that little bell as well so you don't miss a single one of our videos. But do that at the end of this one, because I got 4 more secret societies that I'd love to tell you all about. Number 4, the Knights of Pythias. Coming up next is going to be the very mythical sounding Knights of Pythias. Oh, we love when a secret society is an order of knights. I love when something sounds like that. They sound like I gotta go bring them an ancient crystal. The Knights of Pythias was founded by Justus H. Rathbone, a government employee in Washington, D.C. in 1864 who historically has one of the coolest names I've ever heard. Justus H. Rathbone. My god, that just rolls off the tongue. He felt there was an absolute moral need for an organization that practiced brotherly love. He loved Philadelphia. City of brotherly love, he was all about that. Around the same time, the country was involved in a bit of a punch-up, bit of a brother against brother, a bit of a civil war, you might call it. So brotherly love was needed. President Lincoln, upon learning of this group, expressed his approval of its mission and values, and the Knights became the first fraternal organization in the States to be chartered through an act of Congress. Now, the name is a reference to the Greek legend of Damon and Pythias, the Pythagorean ideal of friendship, which I guess means that this secret society in Washington, D.C. is the Knights of Friendship. That's adorable. All of its founding members worked for the government, and the Knights' colors are blue, yellow, and red. Blue signifying friendship, yellow charity, and red benevolence. The Knights of Pythias are still operating to this day, and are a partner of the Boy Scouts of America. That's hilarious. The second organization to receive its charter from the US Congress. That's the official hierarchy in America. It's Knights and then Boy Scouts. Now, interestingly, the Knights of Pythias, despite their very, very cool name, may very well be one of the only secret societies no one is writing any conspiracy theories about. And I was looking, I really was, but the people in the tinfoil hats are not interested in the Knights of Pythias. Maybe it's because, unlike most other secret groups, the Knights really boldly announce that they're just all about friendship, and maybe people suspect they're not hiding anything, and maybe they're just totally genuine and all about friendship. That won't do for me. I think the whole friendship thing is a complete angle. I think the Knights of Pythias are doing something subliminal, something. They're hacking the airwaves somehow. We'll look into that. We're gonna get back to this. Number 3, the Independent Order of Odd Fellows. Oh, the Independent Order of Odd Fellows. Well, finally, a secret society that's right for me. How do I gain entrance to this? Well, while I figure that out, I'll mull over the history with you. It's unknown when the Independent Order of Odd Fellows was founded for sure, but the first reference of it ever written comes in 1812 and references George IV. Before he was named Prince Regent of the United Kingdom, George IV had been a member of the Freemasons for a while. He wanted a member of his family to come join the Freemasons with him and was hoping that his royal connections and purse strings would be able to bypass the lengthy, complicated initiation process. Unfortunately, no one is given such freedoms to bypass Masonic initiation rites. Come on, you should have known that. So George, bittered by an order that wouldn't have him, splintered off to form a rival club, the Independent Order of Odd Fellows. Love the name. Although the website for the order claims that it was started all the way back in 1066, although there aren't as many sources to cite this. Much like the Knights, their guiding principles are the principles of friendship, love, and truth, and its members strive to live by these principles in their daily lives. The organization is non-political and non-sectarian, welcoming individuals from all walks of life and creeds. Are you also getting a bit disappointed that a lot of secret societies on this list have mainly said that they just do like charity work and like helping out around town and getting people the help they deserve? No, come on. Where's the secret soldiers? Where's the lizard people living under the White House? None of this is showing up yet. The Order of Odd Fellows places an emphasis on community service. Its members engage in various charitable activities. They provide relief to the needy. They assist the sick and disabled. They offer scholarships and educational opportunities. Do you guys not conceal any Martians or any UFOs or anything? You just go around giving homes to the elderly and orphans? Gosh, are there any secret societies that are trying to control the world still? Now, regardless of how the Order got its start, the Order is strong and still going today. The club has counted several British Prime Ministers among its rank, Winston Churchill and Stanley Baldwin, to name a few. Number 2, the Patriotic Order Sons of America. Imagine a time when patriotism was at its peak, and everyone wanted to celebrate their love for their country in a unique way. How fitting that I'm filming this on the 4th of July. Happy Joey Chestnut Day, Americans. Enter the Patriotic Order Sons of America, the POSA. This organization, founded in 1847, aimed to promote American values, apple pie, American history, and strengthen the bonds of brotherhood among its members. So it's kind of like the America fan club, you know? Americans love America, by and large, but these guys really loved America. Picnics, parades, all manner of social congregation, so long as that social congregation was about celebrating Uncle Sam's land of the free and home of the brave. Now, I am making it sound like it's a patriotic summer camp, and it kind of is, but it was also about education and the preservation of American culture. They upheld the importance of American history by building historical societies, museums, and libraries to collect and document artifacts and stories from the past, like a time machine to the days of old. Now, like any other secret society, obviously they have to have some rituals and ceremonies. As far as we know, nothing too outright sinister, mostly just initiation rites. If you ask the organization, they'll tell you they're one of the most progressive patriotic institutions in the United States. Now, how progressive they actually are, definitely up for a little bit of debate. In the 1890s, they were only open for white Americans. Today, the order opens its membership to all native-born or naturalized American male citizens who believe in their country, so it's not super progressive, but as far as secret societies go, it seems like they're pretty benevolent and do just want to celebrate the country and not rule it in secret. Or maybe they do, I don't know. And number 1, the Molly Maguires. In the 1870s, 24 foremen and supervisors in the coal mines of Pennsylvania were assassinated. Now, who was behind the plot? The leading suspect was the secret society, the Molly Maguires. Now that's a secret society name. The Molly Maguires were an organization of Irish militants, who it's thought got their names because they frequently used women's clothing as a disguise while carrying out acts. This sounds a lot more like it's just a gang than it does a secret society. I'm pretty sure these guys were the bad guys at Red Dead Redemption 2. Operating primarily in the mid-1860s to 1870s, the group was named after a legendary folktale of Molly Maguire, an Irish nun who was evicted from her home. As such, the Maguires acted as a sort of big brother for Irish immigrants in America, aiming to address harsh working conditions and mistreatment by whatever means necessary. Faced with low wages, long hours, and unsafe working conditions, the Maguires members sought to protect the rights and interests of their family through resistance, sabotage, and violence. The organization operated covertly, with members swearing oaths of loyalty and secrecy. Their tactics included coercion, intimidation, and you better believe just a little bit of political assassination. They targeted mine operators, foremen, and individuals they perceived as oppressors within the mining industry. Murders, all of this stuff pretty commonplace. The rise of the Molly Maguires attracted attention from mining companies and the government. The notorious Pinkerton Detective Agency, the actual bad guys from Red Dead Redemption 2, was hired to infiltrate and gather evidence against the group. High-profile trials followed, resulting in the conviction and execution of several Molly Maguires. The trials were marked by controversy and allegations of false testimony, leading to debates about the fairness of the proceedings. But if you know anything about the Pinkertons, it's that they don't really play fair. Today, the Molly Maguires are still sort of a subject of historical interest, serving as a reminder of the complex dynamics between labor, management, and immigrant communities in the United States during the 19th century. I don't really have a joke to end that on. I didn't think that far ahead. Well, that's all she wrote for this one, my ghouls and goblins. You take it easy now. Creep on creeping on, and I'll see you in the next one, so long as one of those secret societies hasn't shut the channel down.